So guys, this year, the S&P 500 has only returned 1.22%. You know what hasn't returned 1% this year? That's our channel play Robinhood. Check it out. Currently standing $72. And all of you guys are participating in what we call legacy with me, as today we've gone ahead and printed a fresh high for 2025. Guys, beginning of the year, we all picked this up at $40 together. Now we've rolled this up to $72, and I couldn't be more happy for all of you guys who are securing the bag on this play, making stacks and racks on this one. But the beautiful thing is, we're only just getting started. And guys, that's what this video is going to be about. I want to help you guys make a lot of money in this name. We've already taken this one up, but I want to let you guys know there's tons more opportunities in the tank, in the pipeline, on Robinhood, in the stock market, in the options market. So please do make sure you tap into this one, because it's going to be a good one. But hold up, before we do that, before we get into that, guys, let's just go down memory lane, because it's been a beautiful journey, a beautiful climb. And we've got to do a recap, because we picked this thing up in the $40 back in January. I told you guys it's not going to be long before we hit $50. We did just that. As a matter of fact, we did even better than that, because we took it up to the high back then of $65. Not long after, guys, they laid the smackdown on the play. You name it, hit piece after hit piece. They did everything in their power to get us out of this one. Fines left, right and center. FINRA, SEC, they were slapping it on thick. Hundreds of millions here, hundreds of millions there. And I told you guys, we're staying in this one. They're trying to get us out of the play. We're staying in. As a matter of fact, we're buying more. And that's exactly what we did, guys. Check it out. Not before long, we saw that beautiful reversal, that beautiful climb back into the 50s, back into the 60s. And now we're standing strong at $72. And I told you guys the story is only just beginning. Why? Because the market is waking up and realizing the potential behind this name, guys. What they are doing is they are silently becoming an absolute animal in the crypto space, consuming all these crypto companies. And now they are forced to be reckoned with, going toe for toe with the number one player in the listed market, and that is Coinbase. Guys, there's so much room to climb. You guys can see I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are pumped. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to what is in store in this name, because listen, the journey is only just kicking off. That being said, guys, listen, this is just only one of our channel plays that is showing heat this year. We got to circle back to some of the others and do a temperature check. No better one to do it with than Uber stock. Check it out, currently sitting at $82. Guys, you know, we picked this thing up in the 60s at the beginning of the year, took it to the 70s, took it to the 80s. As a matter of fact, we took it to the high at $95. Now take a look at what they're doing with the play. Guys, they're laying the smackdown on this one. This one's feeling the heat. It's currently $82. All right, now they're doing everything in their power to get us out of this one. They're trying to shake us out of the play, because, guys, take a look. As a matter of fact, let me show you exactly what they are doing. You can see Tesla Robotaxi's threat is a threat to Uber and sends the shares tumbling. That's exactly what's going on right now. Guys, I love it. I love this rivalry between Tesla and Uber in this autonomous vehicle madness that we're currently seeing right now. But you guys know Uber is the number one player. As a matter of fact, they've already laid the foundation. They've got that first mover advantage, and they've got 250 trips that they're churning out week after week. And that's only just going to the millions. So Tesla, as good as they are, they can't compete in this space. The ecosystem that Uber have built is just way too strong. Guys, currently, Uber is standing at $82. We know we hit a high just a couple of weeks ago of $93. I want to let you guys know we are taking this into that triple digit territory. Yes, $100 and above. So much opportunity for us to get in and ride this one higher. Now I can hear you guys now. I can hear you saying, Sankey, that sounds good. I'd love to be in the journey with you guys as we take it to $100, but I don't have any money. I'm not sitting on any cash. Well, check it out. This is what we do over at the Patreon. We got Jay, all right? We get into options trades. He made 700% on his GME contract, which was our last trade that we took in the options market, guys. He got into that at $61, sold out at 518. Doesn't stop there. We've got TCJ in the building, all right? On SOXL, made $260, $470 on Mara, and it doesn't just stop there, because we are continuing to cook, right? We got RV Gardner in the building, $1,000 on SOXL, $300 on Mara. Guys, This is what we do over the options market. That being said, if you aren't already in the team over the Patreon, please hit that link down below so I can help you make money in the market, so you can take advantage of these phenomenal opportunities that we are seeing right now, like in Uber, guys. This is a blessing. This is what we call the shakeout before the great reversal. All right, so I want to let you guys know this is the opportunity to get in. This is the opportunity for all of you guys to be building wealth, to be building income, to do everything in your power to take advantage of one of the greatest opportunities that lies in the stock market as we get ready to conquer June. So guys, if you aren't already, if you weren't with us, if you didn't pick this one up in the 60s, if you didn't pick it up in the 70s, now is your opportunity to pick it up in the 80s before we take this thing up to $100. And I'm not going to stop talking about this one because I want to make sure every single person around here is involved and getting active, because when this gets to $100, I want every single one of you guys to be dropping bottles in the chat. All right, I want a big celebration around here because we've been talking about this since the beginning of the year. All right. That being said, it doesn't stop there though. We've got to take a temperature check on one of our other plays, and that is GME. Check it out, currently $30. Now you guys know we picked this thing up at damn near the low of the year when it was $22. So guys, we picked this up at $22. We took it to the high of $35, and that wasn't too long ago. But now the player's feeling the heat. You guys can see it's no longer $35. As a matter of fact, they've sent this one down to $30. Now let me show you why. So they sent another hit piece on one of our plays. We've got GameStop purchased over 500 million worth of Bitcoin. That's 4,000 Bitcoin, by the way. As a result, they've sent this one lower. This is what we call a sell the news event. But I want to let you guys know again, this is an amazing opportunity to get active in this one, to take advantage of this one before they send it to $50, guys. That is so much room, so much opportunity, so much money on the table for you guys to be making in this name. A lot of you guys slept on this when I spoke about it in the 20s. A lot of you guys turned a blind eye when this moved up to the high 20s. Then you guys took notice when we moved into the 30s, guys. So now's your opportunity to ride this one up with me. First, we take it from the 30s all the way up to the 50s, guys. This is an animal. This is a machine of a play. You guys have to understand that we are in an environment that is built for Bitcoin. I've never seen a better setup for Bitcoin in my existence than right now. And this one has just positioned themselves to take advantage of what we are seeing. All right, listen, the market is sleeping on that $500 million purchase, but over here, we stay alert. All right, we got our eye on the prize. We know exactly where this is going. This is your opportunity before we see that reversal, before we see the climb, guys. Listen, hope you guys are hyped. Hopefully you guys are getting involved. Hopefully you guys are getting active, because we've got a lot of money to be made around here. But let's circle back to the MVP of the day, and that is Hood, currently $72, up 6% on the day. Guys, look at that performance on the week. This is what we call sensational moves, all right? Doesn't get any better than that. We couldn't ask for more. But I'll let you guys know this is going higher. As a matter of fact, this will be joining Uber in that triple digit territory. So it's our opportunity to take out from here from $72 up to $100. I want to see all of you there. But that being said, I told you guys, we are gearing up and positioning ourselves to take advantage of this name in every way, shape and form. Now, this is the stock market, but if we flick over to the options market, you guys know this is the realm, this is the lands of the hundreds and 200% in return. So we want to make sure we are getting active there as well. Check it out. Now, if we're looking at call options, guys, soon we're going to be taking some option positions on Hood, but I want to let you guys know that right now, these options are expensive. Okay, so check it out. We got the IV percentile, which is currently 72%. Guys, this means that right now these options are more expensive. That 72%. So basically, these options are more expensive than the options we've seen in the last year. All right, that means that this isn't the idle time. This isn't the opportune time to get into call options, because they are just way more expensive than what they normally are. Okay, and that's seen by that IV percentile. But that being said, if you take a look at one of our other plays, and this is what we call power play, by the way. Power plays are when we take the stock, but we also run options as well. Simultaneous action. Uber, look at that IV percentile, only 36%. That shows you that these options are way cheaper than where they have been over the last year. So you guys can see that Uber options are better positioned right now than Hood options. And that's why over the Patreon, we are gearing up for some option plays on Uber very, very soon. So please make sure you hit that link down below so you know exactly when it is go time, guys. These are the jewels, these are the gems that you want to be aware of when you are participating and getting active in the options market, so you can put yourself in prime position to reap the rewards. And boy, are the rewards massive, right? So Uber options are currently cheap. Hood options are currently expensive. We have what we call mean reversion that often happens, where a cheap option becomes an expensive option and an expensive option becomes a cheap option. So soon these Uber options are going to go through their mean reversion phase, meaning that we're going to see a spike in those premiums. And that means that's a lot of money to be made. Guys, that's the video for today. You guys drop me down your comments below and I'll see all of you guys next time.